heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. And Howe will throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2nd down and 6 now. In motion right comes Reed. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jaden Reed, 44 yards. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
That's going to work.
So a nice
Yep.
by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Hello, Vaughn. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
There we go, first down.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green
How you doing? Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. I was having some troubles getting onto Fortnite tonight, so I just had to switch it up. But I hope you're doing well. Good seeing you. Good seeing everybody here.
Okay, ready?
Throwing. Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Hope you're all staying safe.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones.
Nope. Come on now.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd down and 13.
But hope you all had a great day. Good seeing everybody here tonight.
And this is called.
Holding.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So
Pass interference and holding. I don't know. Yep.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Rip.
And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session.
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
But yeah, sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. Had some technical difficulties, but I'm here. Just glad I get to able to play a game.
So goal,
hopefully the issue will be resolved with Fortnite.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so
I did the update, and
25 on the touchback.
for some reason it's acting weird, so.
They've been outplayed early,
But I wanted to finish off the Madden series
as they come up 1st and 10.
for now. So every Monday, Thursdays, and Sundays I'll be doing Madden for a while.
Here's Gibson to start.
And I know not many of you like football, but I enjoy it. Just glad to have you guys here. Means a lot.
And about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Eventually I'm going to change it up.
How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the
Maybe
run.
play some baseball, or
I'm with you on that
I don't know.
And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Come on now.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Howell looking to throw again. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in with Arma. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Arma taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
Love, they go play action now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Red 38.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. An inside give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
60 red. 60 red. Run the ball. Run the ball. 57. Ready, go.
Working out of the gun. Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Now Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off play action. It's Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. 13 yards there and a Washington first. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Howell out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket? I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. And once more, Howell back to the air. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. He gets away from one. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The give is to Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they'll send Watson in motion right. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A give to Jones. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Play fake. Here's Love. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Dillon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Dillon again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Carlson on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who kept it off of the touchdown run. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Washington ready to try again on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Powell. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But I hope everyone's doing good. Good seeing you all. Just kind of chilling here, playing some Madden here tonight. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
Hopefully I can win this game. I am Green Bay, for those of you who are wondering.
Love now on 2nd down.
Catch it. Here we go.
He finds
Nice.
his man complete. It's Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
Nope. Gosh darn it.
Time tonight, he's intercepted.
Come on, dude.
The Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Hello, Megan. Good seeing you. How you doing?
Prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through.
How was your day?
Was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Al down to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would
I
be
was live on the main channel for a couple hours tonight. Had a nice turnout.
Game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Rushed home, had a quick bite to eat, and here I am with you guys. So yeah,
We'll call that a 43-yard
2-for-1 special.
on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
I posted a new video today. Go ahead and check that out when you can. If you like thunderstorms, it's definitely a cool video. Definitely check it out.
He's going to turn things around.
We'll see what they do. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball right on the 50-yard
I did have some
line.
technical difficulties with Fortnite tonight, so I decided to go ahead and play this instead. I know a lot of you guys enjoy the Fortnite stream, so oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Again. Gosh darn it.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I might just keep the ball on the ground.
You mentioned earlier about spreading the
We can't catch the ball tonight.
game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him,
oh well. Come on, defense. Get that ball back.
Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Howell to the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Howell to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Pack, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll be doing more of them.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
Hope you're enjoying them.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score always.
I'll be putting out a new video up tomorrow.
We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Well, at least I'm up ahead.
Here down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense set
nice
to
little
take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do?
Fumble
we look at the stat sheet, we go
for
right
touchdown.
The turnover differential.
Without
Definitely
a doubt,
will take
because
it.
when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left.
Nobody there. Come on. There we go.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, Dillon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay, ready?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that.
Would have been a great catch if you would have caught it.
Safety's creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion
right,
for 2nd down.
Get that first down.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Again, it's Jones.
There we go.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a
Just got to get that first down. That's all I need. Just the first down.
Even though they were stopped before the
Just the first down.
Marker, well
only
executed
4th and
run there
1.
by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it,
There we go.
There
we go.
Especially the play action passing
All right, 1st and 10.
That brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties. So did you suspect the same thing that I did? That they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Just to be safe, keep it on the ground.
They were going
Why not?
for the entire time.
Run that clock out.
Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball.
All right.
I almost wasn't ready to
2nd
call the
and
play.
4.
I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed.
Not too sure where everyone's at tonight, but I hope you're all doing well. I apologize for being a little bit late tonight.
And try for some bigger yardage.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
Hopefully I can be back to playing Fortnite soon. I know it is a holiday weekend for everybody, so it's alright.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Plus it's beautiful outside here.
Back of the end zone.
I know some people are getting that storms and snow and all sorts of crazy weather going on tonight. I know it's been raining here constantly for the past couple of nights. Getting more rain tonight. It rained earlier.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Now this aired out deep for Reed, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Curl, and the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1.
I don't know.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Powell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to the 32. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Another throw for Howell. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Love now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 9.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Joseph Grow. Hello. It's not baseball, but hopefully this is okay for you.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for
Good
a
seeing
delay.
you.
No, they're
How
going
you
to say
doing?
timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2
I'm winning
remaining
right now.
as they burn
Hopefully
one
I can
here in
continue
this
to
third
win.
quarter. They're trying to to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
It's good to have good. I know you love football.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but
I enjoy playing
get
it.
the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Jones is in.
There we go. First down. Touchdown.
Packers. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And
No, why did I do that?
The drive was a touchdown run by
Rip.
Aaron Jones.
Can I change the play? I don't want to do this. We're going to have to waste a timeout.
Come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the
That's my
offense.
fault. Push the wrong
And with
button.
that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
How was your day, Joseph? Hopefully you had a good day.
It's Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a
Hopefully everybody had a great day today.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on
It's kind of been a quiet stream here tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And Howe will throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for
I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Pick up the conversion on 3rd. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Howell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
What are you kicking?
This is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with Jones. And, boy, is he close.
Nope.
Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense.
Hello,
Usually,
Amy.
even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hand off now to Robinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they
Just
did.
got to win this game.
Howell from the gun.
Nice.
Double team, and it's intercepted.
There we go.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the interception, Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
All right. Snacking on some goldfish tonight. I thought it was a stream snack.
Love with a give to Dillon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the right side with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 2nd and 9.
43.
Dillon up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
57, Mike 57. Come on, let's go.
They'll run here with Dillon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Love will try with his legs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Packers extend their lead yet again.
Here we go.
Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Leslie, hello. Good to see you. How you doing? Glad to have you here.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Good seeing you.
Robinson up the
Hugs.
middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first
Hopefully
down.
your internet's working better for you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion.
I'm okay.
They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yards.
It's the end of the week pretty much for me, so I'm doing good. I'm good.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I really am.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. 13 yards.
Well, good Friday morning to you.
A lot of ground left to make.
Any
up,
plans for the Easter weekend?
And we're already in the 3rd quarter.
Or is it just another weekend for you?
That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little
I really don't know.
built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking
I know I'll be busy tomorrow and Saturday. And Sunday I'll probably be hanging out with family.
From here on out. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Okay,
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Powell's throw complete to Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 23. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense
sounds like a good idea.
Particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Chilling, it sounds like a great day to... Oh, where you at, buddy? Nobody there. Hello, David Wolfie. How you doing?
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last
Did you survive the
plays,
storms?
right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It's starting to rain here, but I see that there's more west.
They'll run with Robinson, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Is Wolfie in her costume, in her bunny costume?
Yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Powell. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Go, Wolfie, go. Go, Wolfie, go.
Trying to power it in with Arma. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Alex Arma, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I was going to play Fortnite, but for some reason Fortnite was not allowing me to play, so.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we
Here I
try to
am
do too many
with all of
things.
you.
Just hand it to the big guy.
Woke up during the storm and water was leaking on me. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, there's been a couple of leaks here as well, so it's not fun.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's closing in on 200 yards on the
I was doing dishes the other day, and
good shot to get
every 5 minutes I felt a drop on me. Like, come on, really?
Out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down
there we go.
Any
there we go. There we go. Nice.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards,
yeah,
first down, Packers.
it's all right.
This offensive game plan has just been
At least I didn't have to take a shower. LOL.
Different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far. It's really been impressive. Scheme,
that's a joke.
Design, execution.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Well, I appreciate you for lurking. Appreciate all the lurkers out there. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and please share this stream out. It will help me dramatically. Appreciate you guys being here.
Just keep that clock ticking.
Having you guys here means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys for supporting the streams and being here with me each and every single day.
To pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Why don't you build me up? It's going.
On now is the Packers punter.
You know what?
Always a good sign.
I'm not paying attention. N.O.R.A.'s not paying attention.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't care. It's fine.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
I'm just not thinking right straight tonight. I'm not locked in.
Love going to give this one to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just gotta keep the ball moving. That's all I care about right now. Get that first down. Get the score.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll only get a
Just don't do that. Do it again. Let's go.
Offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be
You had
extra
4
defenders in
donuts.
the
I want
box coming
donuts.
after 'em,
No
trying to keep
fair.
them from locking down a game. Right now,
It's alright. I
they
had
want to show the world
powdered
they're up to
donuts the other
challenge.
night.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll go
Had
down at
dinner
the
and I was
28.
looking for
It goes a
dessert.
gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So I was like,
Brandon, when a
yeah, I'm
defense
having
just
donuts.
simply can't get off the field on third down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball.
nothing better than going to the gas station late at night and getting some
And one of the
donuts.
differences in this game,
I have
no
not done
doubt,
that in
third down
over a
conversion,
year.
and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A nice run there by
Might just do
Jones
that
on
sometime.
first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right.
I mean, they're going to be thrown away anyway, so you might as well get them while you can.
Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And
I don't
not
know.
in any rush offensively. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll go again to Jones.
There's the rain. It's raining.
Have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
Again.
conversion. It carries like that. That's how they're
But
going
it's
to
okay.
continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
We need the
How
rain.
about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A gain of
But it
3,
is a new
2nd
month,
down.
so
Had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they
With
handled
that
their
being
run
said, all the
responsibilities
points have been
correctly this
reset.
time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
Each month,
And
the
offensive
points
line,
will be
they've controlled
reset.
This game, I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Dillon on the inside give.
Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to field goal it.
Halfway there.
Why not?
But
It's
this was
alright.
just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football.
Nice.
And they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Those are my favorite too.
Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. And Thomas has it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Howell throwing on first down here. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense.
I don't really care for the jelly-filled ones, though.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Howell sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Looking to throw. Howell. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown. Logan Thomas. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Concentrate on the game, N.O.R.A. Concentrate on the game, N.O.R.A. I know. Jeez, chat.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
I want brownies. Brownies sound really good right now. Or some banana nut bread or something. I do got cookies.
They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yards.
Still got to clip that a milk call video from Sausage in Anomaly documentaries. And make that into a video.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Chocolate chip brownies, chocolate fudge brownies, chocolate caramel brownies, chocolate brownies with nuts.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon.
Do I need to continue?
On the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to
cookie brownies.
and limit that gain.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Again, it's Dillon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Go for it, N.O.R.A. Go for it, N.O.R.A. Go for it.
But this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I would hate to post a picture of a brownie in my Discord server. I might just keep that in mind.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
But I would share with all of you. Don't worry. I would share.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
What type of brownies do you guys like? Anything particular?
Every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll
2-minute warning.
ahead,
Let's go.
For about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Sharing a torturous. Is that even an English word?
And put this one in the
Yeah, picture.
column.
You know I would share.
He'll come up 2nd and 7. Love with a give to Dillon. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I like it. I like the
What's even better is having brownies and ice cream, but dipping the ice or brownie in ice cream.
Dillon up the middle.
Or putting little brownie bites in ice cream. Now we're talking. Crumble the brownie up with some hot fudge. Yeah, N.O.R.A has a sweet tooth tonight.
And instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that
just run the clock now, N.O.R.A.
At this point of the game, that means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
I don't really see it.
They'll run here with Dillon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ball game.
minutes in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come.
I'm surprised the computer did not call a timeout.
Win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some
Oh, well.
players, some
It's all right.
teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Hello, Bordeaux Fart. Good to see you right at the end. Good seeing you. How you doing? I know you were here. So. Alright everybody, I am going to call it now. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for being here tonight. It was a great stream. Appreciate you all being here. You all have a great night. Let's go over there and say hello to Amy. Let's just, she is live. Go over there, show her the love. And there's a possibility I may be live tomorrow Friday. We'll see what happens. I don't know yet, but there may be a possibility. But on that note, go over there, show some love for Amy, and I'll see y'all over there. But for now, you guys have a great night. Much love. Have a great weekend if I don't go live. And take care.